How to talk to girls as an introvert. I completely understand that if you're currently an introvert, it is nerve-wracking, but also kind of exciting at the same time to talk to a girl. And that's why in this video, I'll give you a step-by-step guide on how you can overcome your fears and become the person that can pretty much talk to anyone he wants, whenever he wants. Because I've got your back. These are tried and true strategies that will make sure that you go from an introvert to someone that can talk to everyone. But before we jump in, definitely check out my free Globe Secrets book. In this book, I'll be talking about on how to be more confident, look better, be more charismatic, overcome your fears, and the list goes on and on. And thus, if you're someone that's currently an introverted individual and you want to be able to talk to girls, this book will change your life. So definitely check it out. And with that said, let's get started. Alright, so this is an introvert's guide on how to initiate conversations. So before we even start on how to approach people, how to start and initiate a conversation, your authenticity is extremely important, because this is a mistake that I've made, especially as an introvert, when I always saw these extroverted individuals be so outgoing, speak to anyone whenever they wanted. I was like, I need to be like them. But that's a trap I want you to avoid. You don't have to act like someone you don't want to be. You don't have to act like someone you are not. I know this will sound a bit cheesy, but at the end of the day, you can only be you and no one can be you. You can be the best version of you, and thus it's extremely important to be authentic, because that's what makes you stand out. Because your authenticity will shine through if you're someone that's gonna be real. And these are little nuances that people will pick up on, because people are not looking forward to a faked act, but they want to see the real you. So that was the first thing I wanted to get out of the way. And now let's talk about on how to actually initiate conversations. Number 2, small talk, a stepping stone. Starting a conversation does not mean that you need to have some sort of deep philosophical conversation, because it's all about the art of small talk. Initially, when you start to speak to a girl, you don't want to tell her your whole life story. You don't expect her to tell you her whole life story, but it's all about the small talk. When it comes to your small talk, keep it playful. When it comes to your small talk, focus on the feelings, try to make her feel good, to make her feel comfortable, because this way you can create a social connection, and that's the first step before you even can take it anywhere further. And especially as an introvert, most likely you're someone that's good at building deep connections with individuals, and this is your strong point. But at the same time, you don't want to force it. You don't want to go too quickly. And that's why it's extremely important that when you initially start to approach a girl and you want to talk to this girl, that you have small talk. Number 3, active listening pays off. As an introvert, you've got a superhuman skill, and that's active listening. Because when it comes to extroverted people, they're so inclined to talk all the time. They're so inclined to tell about what happened in their day. Whilst as an introverted individual, you're less likely to do this, at least not to a stranger. And this is what makes you stand out. Because girls, and pretty much everyone, likes to be heard. When you listen attentively, you show respect to the individual. You're saying, okay, I value your time. I value what you're saying, whatever your interest is, and that will leave an imprint on the person. Plus, active listening will provide you with valuable insights when it comes to this girl, which you can utilize later on in the conversation or perhaps another day. And another great thing about active listening is that you don't have to speak that much. Just like I previously mentioned that you want to be authentic. As an introvert, you don't want to be someone that's constantly speaking, because that's not your personality style. So why not let the other person speak? And while you're at it, the other person is saying so much about themselves, you start to learn them more. And people love to speak. The more they speak, the more they invest in your conversation with them, and the more they will start to like you. So, do you understand what I'm saying? It's a win-win-win-win-win situation. But before we start to the next point, I understand that a lot of times when it comes to a lot of introverted people, we tend to not be that confident because we haven't done this before. And that's why it's super nerve-wracking. And to be able to overcome your nerves, you need to be on your A game. And when it comes to your A game, I'm not only talking about how to speak to someone, because those are your social skills that you develop over time, but also on how you look. Because if you are someone that knows that you look good, if you're someone that turns heads everywhere you go, how do you think that will change your confidence? How do you think that will change your interaction with girls? Because trust me, I'm telling you, it will completely be a game changer. And that's why I recently launched this face rating system, and in tier 1 I'll be able to help you when it comes to your face, help you look more attractive, and this will just simply boost your confidence and will simply help you to maximize your facial looks. In tier 2, I will help you with your digital CV, aka your Instagram, because if you're someone that wants to impress someone, it's nice to have a good Instagram, because say for example you end up talking to this girl and she's like, yeah, let's exchange numbers or let's exchange Instagrams. I would recommend you to exchange your Instagram, and then if you have an amazing life on there, if you have very cool pictures, what will happen is that even without speaking, because a picture speaks more than 1,000 words, you can show your lifestyle to her, and this is what I call Instagram maxing. And on to tier 3, I'll talk about fashion maxing, and this is on how to maximize your fashion sense. And I've seen so many individuals completely change their lifestyle just by the way they dress. And that's why if you're someone that wants to take it to the next level, I would definitely recommend you to check out the face rating system link down below. And now moving on to the next point is number 4, the power of body language. Did you know that part of your body language is also the way you smile? Because your smile is contagious, and a genuine smile can have a positive impact on the atmosphere, and it can instantly change the vibe of every room. And I know that when it comes to a lot of introverted individuals, for some reason most of them don't smile, whilst when it comes to having a genuine smile, even without saying much, you can do wonders. And thus, if you're someone that's an introvert individual and you want to speak more to girls and you feel like it's nerve-wracking, by smiling you make it easier, not only for her, because don't think it's only nerve-wracking for you, but it's also nerve-wracking for her, because at least you know you're gonna speak to her. She doesn't even expect it and you randomly come up to her, and that's why it's extremely important to smile, and this way the environment will be more comfortable. Another thing is confident posture. Your body language speaks volumes before you even say anything. So think about it, those individuals that come across as very confident, it seems like they have some sort of authority. They stand tall. It's like they've held the ground and this belongs to them. It's like they're not gonna move anywhere soon, because they know where they are and they know their value. Because confidence body language executes self-assurance, and that's something that's extremely important, especially as an introverted individual. And when it comes to this part, it's even better to fake it till you make it, because as an introverted individual, you don't want to speak much anyways, and most introvert individuals lack the social skills to be able to have a very high level conversation or even a casual conversation with other individuals. And that's why it's extremely important to focus on your body language, because this is one of those things that you can control, and by having good body language you look so much more approachable. Number 5, banish the fear of rejection. Rejection is a part of life, my friend, and I know that for some reason not only introverted individuals but everyone is so afraid of it. It's like people are afraid to get rejected because they think their life will end. They're so afraid to get rejected because it will hurt their ego. But when it comes to every single thing, every single skill set that you develop, you need to go through the pain. You need to suffer. You need to feel. Because if you don't feel, if you don't suffer, if you don't go through it, you won't be able to develop this skill set. The more you practice, the more comfortable you'll get. And I'm not telling you to straight up put yourself out there, speak to 7 girls at the same time. But you need to realize that if you're someone that wants to see a change, you need to take the initial step. Because if you're not going to take the initial step, this video is worthless for you. This video isn't gonna do anything for you, because all this video will do is to make you feel good. Okay, now cool, I know how to speak to someone, I know how to approach a girl and speak to her. But if you're not actually gonna do it, you literally just wasted your time. And I know that most of you guys watching this, there's a particular girl you like, but I'm not telling you to talk to that particular girl. Just try and hone your skill set. Try and become more confident, become better at socializing, and for example, talk to a barista, talk to another classmate, and try to build up this courage, because once you actually want to speak to the individual, you'll be so much better and your communication skills will be refined. And that's pretty much the end of this video. So these were 5 easy step-by-step guidance tips on how you can talk to a girl as an introvert. Because the only difference between an introverted person and an extroverted person is that as an introvert, you get energy by being alone, whilst as an extrovert, you get energy from other individuals. So most likely as an introvert, you haven't really been through the pain. You haven't really been socializing as much because it's awkward. It feels kind of unnatural for you. And that's why it's extremely important to put yourself out there and develop this skill set. These tips will help you out, but only if you're willing to put yourself out there. And that's pretty much the end of this video. So definitely check out the Glow Up Secrets book if you're someone that wants to overcome your fears and take your lifestyle to the next level. So thank you so much for watching. I genuinely appreciate your time, and I hope to see you on my next video. Bye bye.